I've been on YouTube for 8 months now and I've started to see real income, but everybody wants to know if it's actually worth all of the effort that it takes. So in this video, I'm going to break down everything that I've earned as a small creator, from ad revenue, sponsorships, and everything in between. And to be honest, I've been really surprised at just what's possible in less than a year. I'm also going to show you how you can leverage YouTube to build a real business regardless of your channel size. Now, YouTube has completely changed my life and it can do that for anyone, but it's important that you go into it with your eyes wide open. So I wanted to make this video to give people a clear idea of what's actually possible in less than a year. So first, let's break down exactly how you can make money on YouTube as a small channel. First, you've got ad revenue, and this is where YouTube's going to pay you based on how many views you get. Then you've got sponsorships, where brands pay you to feature their products in your videos. And finally, you've got your own offer, such as digital products or services that you're promoting on your channel. I'm going to show you exactly how much I've made from each. And I was surprised when I saw the numbers, so much so that it completely changed my strategy. So like most people, when I first started my channel last year, I didn't really have a clue how I was going to make it work or how I'd ever make money. All I had in my mind was that massive milestone that everybody focuses on, monetization. But for most people, including me, it's not easy. To qualify for the YouTube Partner Program, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, which for anyone just starting out, are some pretty big numbers. I'd given myself a year to do it, which most people said wasn't enough. And when I first started, it was a real struggle to ever see myself getting there. At first, it felt impossible. It was like climbing a mountain on my hands and knees. My first couple of videos barely got any views, and those watch hours would come in so slowly that I thought it was going to be impossible. But a few months in, I started to see some traction and suddenly it felt achievable. Then 5 months into my journey, I got monetized far quicker than I expected. And that's the clear pattern that I see happen all the time. It looks like nothing's happening beneath the surface, and then all of a sudden, bang, a video will explode out of nowhere, and before you know it, that milestone seems much more achievable. All my hard work had finally paid off and I could start making money on YouTube. I'd been chasing views religiously, and I had decent numbers for my channel size with loads of videos over 10,000 views. So obviously I was pretty confident that I'd make some decent money. But then I had a massive reality check when I actually saw the numbers. So now I'm going to break down my ad revenue and how much YouTube actually paid me. In my first full month after monetization, I generated 17,000 views, which to be honest isn't easy at all, and all of that effort generated me the grand total of $106. But this did improve as the months went on. Now it's important to note that I have an RPM of about $6, which is how much YouTube pays me for every 1,000 views that I get. Some niches pay more, but most people can expect between $3 and $8. The second month after being monetized, it did get a little bit better and I earned $142. Now obviously I'm still not retiring at this point, but the third full month of monetization, I got $168. Now these numbers are just my first couple of months and I do expect to see some improvement, but I know that I won't ever be quitting my full-time job based on ad revenue alone. But like I said, there are multiple ways to make money on YouTube, and one of those is through brand deals. And while being sponsored does require a certain amount of views on your content, making a substantial income is much more achievable as a small channel. Now really quickly, I want to tell you about the sponsor of today's video, Nexus Clips. Nexus Clips makes it easy to repurpose your long form content into multiple shorts using AI. You just connect your channel, upload your video, and its advanced AI highlights the moments most likely to go viral. From there, it creates loads of clips that you can share across YouTube and other platforms. It even adds customizable subtitles, so your clips are ready to upload straight away. Nexus Clips can save you time and help you grow faster. So check out the link in my description and use the code JB for an exclusive 10% discount today. And thank you to Nexus Clips for sponsoring this video. So as my content started to generate traction, I was approached by a few brands. And I turned most of them down, because while it's really tempting to take the money as soon as somebody offers it to you, you need to consider if your audience are going to find that product or service useful. Luckily, I held out and I was finally approached by brands that are actually going to provide value to my audience. So far, at the time of recording this, I've made 4 sponsored videos and earned $745 in total. Now that might not seem like much, but it's really nice to finally be getting paid decent money for the videos that I'm making. You will find that the amount brands are willing to pay you will go up or down, obviously depending on how many views you get, but also what niche you're in. But generally speaking, once you start to average 1,000 views or more on your videos, you'll notice that you'll start to get emails from people. Now both ad revenue and sponsorships are great, and they're a nice bonus to have, but like I said, they both require that you're constantly chasing views. They're not going to be available to you straight away, and even worse, your income is left in somebody else's hands. I found that it's wildly inconsistent, because one video might get 2,000 1,000 views and the next over 10,000. So I can never really tell how much money I'm going to earn. Now, if you're an entertainment channel, those two options are more or less all you've got. But for creators who provide information or education, things really start to get interesting. As an educator on YouTube, that's somebody that teaches or provides information. You can make serious money even when you're just starting out. But in order to do that, you need to treat YouTube like a business and not like a hobby. Luckily, it's actually quite simple and you don't need thousands of views to do it. Because here's the truth that most creators miss. YouTube itself isn't the revenue source, it's a marketing tool that you can use to drive traffic to your offer. While ad revenue and sponsorships are nice, that's not how the real money is made on YouTube. If you're teaching people something valuable, the people watching your videos have problems that they need solving. And once you've proven that you can help solve their problems through your content, offering coaching, a course, or a digital product becomes the obvious next step. And people will pay you to help them get results faster. Take Mohit, for example. He built a small, dedicated audience through his channel and created a workout program. He generated $1,000 in 2 months before YouTube ever paid him a penny. Because here's what most people don't realize. With the right offer and the right expertise, you don't need 100,000 views or 1 million subscribers. You can build a business right now around your knowledge. It's exactly what I help my clients do, and I'll break down how it works. I'm going to show you a 3-stage system, and it's how all educational creators can make real money on YouTube. Stage 1. You grow a following by making content that provides value and solves a specific problem. You then prove over time that you know what you're talking about and you build trust with your audience. Stage 2. You monetize that following. You create an offer, a course, a coaching program, or a product. Something that helps your audience get results quicker than what your free content provides. Stage 3. You create a page or a link to your offer, and every time you make a video, you add that link in your description, and most importantly, you tell people about it. Over time, as your audience and credibility grows, you'll drive more and more traffic to that page and you'll start making money. Now, there are loads of things that you can do to increase the effectiveness of this strategy, but you don't need to make it complicated to start with. When I first started coaching, all I did to start with was put a calendar link in my description, and within a month, I had somebody that wanted my help to grow their channel. I then used the results that I got for that client to prove my credibility, which in turn helped me get more clients. Over time, I developed a full coaching program, helped several clients, and now I have a wait list because I'm too busy. And all of that was driven from my YouTube content. And yes, you will get the occasional person that's absolutely furious with you for daring to try and make money and build a business, but you just need to ignore them. Keep creating content that solves problems and helps people for free, while providing your paid offer for those who ask for it. Most people get stuck thinking they need millions of views before they can start making serious money. But like I said, the truth is, if you're an educator, you can start making serious money with a few hundred engaged subscribers and the right offer. So how much have I actually made by helping people build their channels and their businesses? Well, the total after 4 months and helping several satisfied clients stands at $5,200 before tax and expenses. And that is more than ad revenue and sponsorship combined. Now, I'm not sharing this to brag, I'm just trying to show you what's possible with a small channel, providing you learn the right things and have the right offer. You don't need to wait until you've got thousands of subscribers to build a real income. If you have knowledge that can help people solve real problems, you can start making money right now by treating YouTube as a marketing platform and not just chasing ad revenue. And that's exactly what my clients pay me to help them do. So let's break down the total that I've earned in my first 8 months on YouTube as a small channel. From ad revenue, I earned $416. From sponsorships, $745, and from coaching, $5,200. Now, I'm not saying this is life-changing money, and if you add up all of the hours that I've put into the channel and the business, some people would ask if it's even worth it. But it's completely achievable for anyone in their first year on YouTube, and it's just the start. Now, really quickly, it's important that you're aware, regardless of how you're going to make money on YouTube, the whole process is going to take time. Most people are going to need to lock in for 2 to 3 years before they ever see any real income, and I'm okay with that, but most people aren't. The sad fact is most people quit far too soon because they didn't see the results quickly, or they realize just how much work it's going to take. But for those that keep building, growing and learning, the results will come. There are always going to be a lot of challenges. You'll face self-doubt and problems that you never even thought about, but it's worth it in the end. And for me, I know that if I don't make this work, well, the worst case scenario, I'm going to be doing a 9 to 5 for the next 30 years anyway. So what have I got to lose? And rather than sitting there watching Netflix every night, I'm writing content, making videos and coaching people. A far more productive use of my time. And the best part is, I've enjoyed every minute. Well, almost. So if you want to know how to actually get views on your videos and make all of this possible, in this next video, I break down exactly how small channels can get more views and build an audience. So watch that next and I'll see you over there.